Welcome back to the Frog Creek Partners Field Asset Manager, or FAM, training video series. Now, in previous videos, we reviewed an overview of the FAM as well as how to navigate the FAM. In this video, we're going to focus in on a particular unit that's in the ground. We're going to be able to review all visits made to that unit and log our own visit. So if you recall, the gutter bin that we've been working with is in row B in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And again, scrolling down, we can see various details about this particular gutter bin. Now, one thing I want to call your attention to are the location visits here at the bottom. Now, here you can learn a little bit more about the life of this particular gutter bin. You can see that it was installed on August 13th of 2022. You can see that there was an inspection performed on May 21st of 2023, as well as two visits, and they're called camp/service visits, and I'll explain what that means in a moment, here on June 14th and July 19th. If we want to learn a little bit more about each one of these visits, we can go ahead and click into a particular visit. And we can see in this case the installation was made on the 13th. You can see some pictures previous to installation and then after installation. And this is what a gutter bin, this particular gutter bin, looks like underneath the storm grate. Moving back out, we can see that an inspection was performed by Jason Frenzel, and he logged some information about this particular gutter bin and his visit to the Meyer Superstore. Now, these particular visits are visits that I made as part of the training series, and this is where we were logging pollution capture. So in this particular visit, you can see that a good number of data around the pollution capture or certain cleaning of this gutter bin. We'll go into that in a moment when we create our very own visit. So moving back out, we can log a visit. We can do it two different ways. One, here with the add button, or two, with this icon at the very top. When you log a visit, the very first thing you'll be prompted to fill out is the visit type. We have a camp service. CAMP stands for Clean and Measure Pollution, and this is a typical service visit that is made when we are emptying the gutter bin of captured pollution. Second, we have an inspection visit. This is a visit without any cleaning or work being performed. It is simply a visual inspection of the gutter bin. A maintenance visit is when work is being performed to the actual gutter bin. So that might be replacing a part. It could be even a cleaning of, or a visit made to work on the actual catch basin infrastructure itself, such as the storm grate. But it doesn't involve removal of pollution from the gutter bin. And finally, we have the installation visit. The installation visit occurs obviously at the beginning of a gutter bin's lifespan, and we have a final visit type, which is called Other. Simply, it's a placeholder for any other type of visit that just doesn't fit in with any of the above types. We're going to go ahead and click on the camp service visit because that is the most complex. Next up, we have some data entry information. This is whatever makes sense to you. So in this case, the data entry person, the person who's actually driving the app, was me, and the person who's actually performing the field work is me as well. Sometimes this can be two different people, so it's handy to go ahead and break those out. Bag fullness level is a visual representation of how full the Mundus bag is. And you essentially take a visual estimate of what that is. Pollution recovered, we always recommend, and please follow the guidelines in our training for cleaning gutter bins, but we always recommend measuring the amount of pollution in a bag prior to emptying it. This is recorded in pounds. We'll go ahead and put in 34. Notes. Notes can be any other observations that you want to make. So in this case, I am going to just say this is a training video so that I can go ahead and remove this data after I'm done. Now, if I were in the field, I could take some photos. We like to get two different photos for each one of our visits. One is a top view, and the second is a front or side view. That allows us to have a good visual representation of the condition that the gutter bin is in at that moment in time. Moving on down, we have some additional information. We only fill out these fields when we are replacing a bag. Most of these bags, most gutter bins use bags that are reusable. So you only need to replace a bag when there's been a physical distress on the bag, such as a tear or a burn or an animal chewing through it. If you don't have to replace a bag, there's no need to fill out any of this information. But if you do, you simply click on bag type, and you can pick the type of bag that you're replacing it with. The fastener, and most gutter bins these days use a Mundus strap. That is a Velcro strap that goes around the bottom of the Mundus bag. Again, you can also log the number of bags replaced. And this is important. It's the length from the hoop to the tie. So we want to know how far down did you put that closure. Again, this is measured in imperial or inches. Once you're done, go ahead and save your visit. And you can see that it is now here. One other handy item to note is by clicking on View. View allows you to see all of the visits on a single page. And this is important when a gutter bin has been on the ground for a number of years, because often you have 20 or 30 different visits made to that gutter bin, and it's easier to navigate. So this is how you log a visit to the gutter bin. If you have any questions, please contact heya@frogcreek.partners. And please check back on this channel for additional training videos. Thank you.